Welcome to Ether Ascended. Today's timeless pick a card is what you need to be aware of. Take a deep breath and exhale. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save this video if you want to watch it later, and share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Take another deep breath and exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. Take your time to choose your pile. Pause the video if you need more time. See you at your pile. Welcome, pile 1. If you chose the starfish, this is your reading. This is what you need to be aware of. So you could have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. You could be right now experiencing a glow up, or you will soon experience a glow up. This could be something you're working on manifesting, maybe something to do with beauty, with attractiveness, with a glow up here. Yeah, you could be tending to your physical body and your beauty and your looks more now. And there's also something about being a natural beauty and focusing on what is natural. So what you need to be aware of, I feel the universe is trying to draw your attention to natural methods of beauty. Okay, so I'm hearing something that says, it's saying it's better that it takes longer, but it lasts longer. Okay, it's better that it takes longer and it lasts longer. And there's something about artificial or quick fixes that it looks good at the beginning, but then there's something about it that you may not like because it may cause an imbalance somewhere else. And then you're overcompensating for the imbalance and having to correct and overcorrect so that you can correct something that was already very good as it was, and should you choose natural ways of enhancing your beauty, it will be better. Okay, this can be a little bit, so maybe you're feeling the pressure to do something that is more extreme, or to inject something, or to go for some kind of surgery, that maybe there's another solution. I'm seeing oils, herbs, I'm seeing, I saw micro needling for some reason. I also see supplements. I'm seeing supplements, and I'm seeing a need for more sleep, a need for more water. Okay, so there's something about, oh, gosh, this is taking me down this road now. There's something about temporary wrinkles. Those wrinkles are temporary. Those wrinkles are there because of a lack of hydration, both from inside and outside. So you need to drink more water. And there's something about, okay, if you're cutting fat from your food, don't do that. Find a solution where you can include fats in your food, okay? I also just heard, this is so random, salad dressing. If you don't want to use mayonnaise, use avocado. There's avocado, thyme, lemon. Sorry guys, this is a recipe that I just learned the other day, but it substitutes, it's like a really nice dressing if you don't want to use mayo or oils, but it still has healthy fat. Okay, just, this is a lot coming at me, but bear with me. Okay, so salad dressing with avocado, more water, more sleep. This seems like it's turning into like a body coaching session or a nutrition session, but it's not. Okay, always check with your nutritionist, always check with your allergies. Of course, I'm not any of those, but for some reason, this is coming through. More sleep, more water, more exercise, sauna. Okay, if you can tolerate saunas, if you have the health to do a sauna, go do a sauna. There's something also about hot and cold and hot, like dipping your body into really cold water, and then like natural, what's it called? You know, the springs, like hot springs, something like that. More walking. You need to walk more. Okay, and so something about your skin, it's not a quick fix. It's going to take time. It's going to take sleeping, water, healthy fats, exercise, maybe some vitamin D, some sun, okay, but some supplements maybe, but it seems like, and whatever you Whatever methods you implement from now on, if you do them for more than 7 weeks, that's how you make a habit and you break a habit. So if you have unhealthy habits that are leading your skin to look older, like I'm seeing something about sugar. Sugar has an effect of dehydrating your skin and making it look older. So if you're eating sugar, stop eating sugar if you want glowing, healthy skin. More healthy fats, collagen stimulation. So just look into ways you can stimulate your collagen, add protein to your diet. Okay, wow. Okay, so this is just, it's about natural beauty. You can achieve it the natural way, but there are things, and I feel it's more than one, that you're doing that are not helping you with your goals when it comes to glowing up. But I feel once you watch this reading, because this is what you need to become aware of, and this is so interesting, I feel something in you will shift, and you will make some changes, and you're going to start seeing the changes from day one. Like if you're doing it for 48 hours, you're already going to start seeing changes, and it's going to motivate you to keep going. It's the first 24 to 48 hours. It's going to be the toughest, because when you're starting out something, you don't immediately see the results. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it seems like a glow up is coming up for you, because you're going to do something about this. There's also something about you spending time with people who uplift you and don't make you feel bad about yourself. We all have the friends who are very realistic and always tell us the truth and tell it to us how it is. And they do it tactlessly, and we appreciate the fact that they're no filter and they're very truthful and honest. But sometimes it can feed into our ego mind and to our fears of always remaining that way, or that's the way things are, and feeling like we can't change it. So they're not really conducive to a positive mindset. So even if you feel like you're around people who, why are they so positive? Why are they always saying these nice things to me? Well, first of all, they could be focusing on your strengths. Second of all, they're the kind of people who cup is half full and not half empty. So there is a difference between being honest and genuine with a cup half full and a cup half empty, because some people see where you're going and other people see their own lives with limitations, and that's what they project onto you. So there's something about spending time with uplifting people, or even if you do have really genuine and very honest and very truthful friends who give it to you like it is, as they see it, maybe their own mind is very their perspective is very skewed, and maybe you can help them while helping yourself by saying, yes, maybe that is true, but right now I believe this is true. And they may even come up against you and say, well, but that's not true. Yes, but I am manifesting a different reality for myself right now. And so you change these possibly some negative affirmations into the positive ones, because every time someone gives up the truth and says this is, I'm being realistic, well, you can say, well, I want to be delusional, right? And you can even explain the principles of the laws of assumption if you want. So if you have people telling you something, or even your own mind, and you're assuming something about yourself, you're going to get more of the same. All right, so wow. Okay, and yeah, that's all from this card here. So let's just get into more. We got initiation by water, and the number 23 could be relevant here. It's interesting how we got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here, and now we have water. So there is something very significant about cleansing, or you're needing a cleanse, okay? And again, water, drinking water. There we go. Drink more water. Cleanse through water. Also, if you're manifesting, like let's say you're starting to use more positive affirmation in place of the ones that used to be negative, whenever you say a negative affirmation or you think something negative, take a big sip of water and watch that negative affirmation leave your body, especially when you urinate. Okay, there's something about that. When you dive into a lake, dive into the ocean, when you're having a shower, really visualize all these negative thoughts leaving you. And anything negative that has happened to you, or anything negative that is still within you, if it's something that you normally say, like you say a certain thing that is not a positive affirmation, it's a negative one, you know, catch yourself, change it to something positive, and drink water and watch that go through your body and release it through your urine. I don't know. Yeah, but there's a big thing here with, because your emotions are being very affected by the way you're thinking and your assumptions about yourself. So you need to change your self-concept in some way and wash away, literally and figuratively and metaphorically, wash away your worries, your negative self-talk, your negative talking, because our words are spells and our thoughts are spells, okay? Whatever we're thinking, whatever we're saying, we're creating in our reality right now. If you're saying you don't have something or you wish you had something, it's lack, right? Or you're saying you have too much of something you don't want. So you may want to be a little bit delusional and think and say differently, even though it's not what you're directly experiencing in the moment. And this will bring about some form of change with the number 23. 2 plus 3 is a 5. Will bring about some form of change and initiation by water, by cleansing, by sorting out your emotions, and becoming a clear channel for spirit. And something about you being near water or drinking more water is also going to get your organs going, but it's also representation of free flow when it comes to your psychic gifts and information running through you. So if you're dehydrated, your psychic gifts and connection to your body will not be working the same way. So if you want to be able to communicate with your higher self, with the higher realms, you be sure that you're drinking water. Actually, I'm going to drink water because I haven't been very good with that. So I feel like somewhat this message is for me. And being a certain age and being exposed to social media, and there's a lot of pressure to actually, now going back to the beautifying and the glowing ups, and glowing up is from the inside, and water plays a very big role with that, and our dehydration. Look, atomically, we are made of 70% water. That is why every time the moon changes or it's a full moon, much like the tides, we react because water is directly connected to our emotions. So if it's a full moon and you feel like you're more emotional, it's because the water inside you is moving differently. The molecules, the particles, your cells, everything is moving and is unstable inside you because it's up and down, like the tides. You have tidal waves and you have like all these waves and the wind and everything going on. It's because the moon has this pull on water, and the moon is Cancerian, Piscean energy. It's water energy, right? It's connected to our intuition. It's connected to our feelings, our emotions. And so you want to make sure that you are cleansing with water. And there's this sense that your emotions, your intuition, your feelings are very tied together and giving you very specific messages. But if you want to be a clear channel to these messages, if you want to be glowing from the inside out, if you want a true natural grow, if you want to be truly connected to nature, you have to understand the dynamic that water has a lot to do with connecting you to your psychic gifts through your intuition, your feelings, and your emotions. And water has an extremely big part in your health overall, keeping you hydrated, how does your skin glow? How does the oil come out of your skin? It's with the help of water, even though oil and water are separate. But, it kind of you have to sweat a little bit or to have that glow and your skin is like your biggest organ, right? So there's, wow, I don't know why I'm going on a tangent here. I'm barely breathing. I don't know if you guys are anxious or something. I'm drinking loads of water now. Yeah, take deep breaths and drink a lot of water because something about your emotions. Maybe this full moon coming up or the last full moon was very significant to you. It was very emotional possibly. Yeah, but if you're wanting to receive clear information, you need to drink more water. There is some vibrational material, low vibrational energies that are within you that need to be dislodged with the help of water, so that you can be more sensitive to the subtle realms of divine information. Because right now, what is being initiated is you're coming into a time, there are things you dreamt about, you're manifesting, that you're coming into. You're being open to a new world, you're being initiated, but there's something about you having to keep your emotions in check or being connected to your intuition because you're being like divinely guided, but it's like, because you can't see it with your physical eyes, you have to rely on your inner vision and your inner knowing. So it's like you're following your intuition blindly. It feels like it's blindly, but it's not. So it may feel like you're a little bit out of control with your emotions because maybe you would like to control things with all your physical senses. And you're trying not to drown in this chaos. And it may be sparking up some fears in you as well. Yeah, drinking water is going to help you breathe and calm your emotions as well. Okay. Reflection. Maybe you need some time to reflect. Maybe you have been reflecting. Again, I'm seeing water here. I'm seeing a boat. The number 19 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 1. A time to reflect. And I see that full moon there. See? Look, the full moon. Wow, or it's almost a full moon or something. So something about the next full moon is going to be very relevant. There's going to be light shed on the next full moon. Something about spending time near a lake. I'm seeing very specifically a lake and a mountain that's going to be very healing to you, or maybe you spent time recently near a lake. Something about wind and sails, or a time of reflection. You need a time to pause right now and take care of yourself inside and out, so that you can move to your next beginning in life, your next phase, because there is a new phase here, one that you're learning to master your emotions and navigate through your emotions and use them. And because I feel to an extent you have been in denial of the part where you feel and you allow your emotions. There could be a trip happening for you, like some travel overseas or on a boat or somewhere far away. But right now, it's like you're coming into a phase where your psychic gifts are definitely going to expand, especially claircognizance and clairvoyance. Those are the two that are showing up strongly. And you're going to recognize the difference between what is your intuitive voice and what is the voice of your ego and lower emotional compulsions. You're becoming aware of this, or you're going to become more aware of this. So whenever you have like urgent compulsions, these are normally fear-based. But if you have just a very calm, serene knowing, that is your intuition. Right now, you're very open to the subtle energies from the higher realms. You're highly receptive right now, and you need to trust your intuition. Your intuition is very strong, and you're very strongly connected to your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you somewhere where you want to go. It has something to do with your dreams, but you need to come up with a practical plan. Something about the full moon in Taurus. So I am seeing mid-November will be a very important time here. And again, that is Scorpio season. Again, more water energy. But there's something about your dreams. You're going to get psychic information. You're going to get information from the higher realms. This is why you need to be so connected to your intuition. Connecting to water is connecting to your intuition as well. But at the same time, you need to ground these dreams. So right now, you need to write down a plan. Physically write it down. Don't just keep it in your head. Because something you're being informed of in the subtle realms is meant to be written down. So you can turn it into a plan toward your dreams. And it has something to do with being very genuine and very real. Show the world the real you. Not the fabricated, person with extra things. No, you. And again, I know Aquarius is an air sign, but it's the water bearer. Okay, again, all this water energy. Be real with your emotions. Don't hide your emotions behind a mask. Take off the mask and show the world the real you. Who are you? And again, that full moon in Aquarius. Now we have Leo season. So we have mid-August to mid-November will be a very significant time. You're closing out chapters. You're starting new ones. And until then, and during that time, emotions will be running high. But it's also that you can be real with yourself and others. If you were in denial of certain emotions and feelings, you're no longer going to be in denial because they're going to be so loud that you will not be able to deny them any longer. So be prepared for this and be prepared to breathe and drink water and cleanse your emotions regularly. Because you're in for a bumpy ride when it comes to your emotions. Okay? But you will be okay. And look, it's time to take action. We have Aries season with the new moon in Aries. So it's like you're having an ending and a beginning at the same time. It's almost like you're getting the spark of inspiration around the last week of March when the new moon in Aries is taking place, and you're having a new beginning that because you're feeling very inspired. Something will inspire you and inspire a new beginning in you. But it's going to be very energetic, very internal, and you're going to start taking action on these things. And I feel one of the things you're taking action on will be writing down a plan. So the first action you're taking is writing it down, is what I'm seeing here. But it's like it's just happening inside you, and it's going to start happening around you. So I see you closing a cycle while at the same time starting a new cycle, or you're starting a new cycle that's going to prompt ending the other one. So it's like you're going to have both going at once. Seven of Cups, and it's going to feel confusing. And again, Cups is water energy. It's going to mess with your emotions, but it's like it's so loud because this new cycle is more aligned with who you truly are. And so it seems like letting go of the old cycle is going to seem really difficult because you're connected to it very emotionally. There's a lot of investment that's been put into that. And now you're feeling like, how do I wrap this up? How do I start anew if I'm still so emotionally connected to something here? Scorpio energy again. And Scorpio energy is fixed energy. It's very hard to let go. Taurus energy as well is very hard to let go. But there's a higher calling. There's something that you're so connected to, a dream that you're so connected to that you don't want to stop yourself, and it's going to mess with your emotions, especially between April and November. Okay? But it's Nine of Cups. It's your wish fulfillment. It's setting you on a path to a more fulfilling life. So it's almost like you're letting go of things that fulfill you, but you're headed towards things that fulfill you more, or a life that fulfills you, but you're headed toward a life that fulfills you more. And you intuitively know this. This is your wish fulfillment, but there's still some fear here, and it's creating a tug of war between your emotions, and so you're feeling up and down with this. There's some fear here that needs to be addressed. But you're very connected to this new reality already in the spiritual realm, the sun, because you know this is where your happiness lies, your joy, your happiness. And again, I'm seeing August. There's something about a wish fulfillment happening for you in August, okay? So after all these emotions, maybe some crying, some releasing emotions and reflection, there's clarity coming in. It's like you've been crying and all of a sudden the sun washes away your tears, dries away your tears. And you see very clearly why it is you need to do this. Because it is your ultimate happiness. There's some wish fulfillment that is actually going to make you very happy. And you may have doubts that it's going to make you happy, but it is. Something about August the 19th is coming very strongly because we have 19 and 19 twice, one on top of the other. August 19 will be a very important date. I'm also seeing 23rd and the 9th and the 7th of August. I am also seeing the 19th of April, the 23rd of April. Now I am also seeing the 19th of September, the 19th of July, and the 9th of July. Okay, so write down these dates, go back and listen to them if you want to. But the number 19, you could be seeing 1919. Actually, I'm going to take note of this number because I'm going to make a new pick a card around numbers that you may be seeing. So if you're seeing this number in this pick a card, next pick a card, there will be a message under the number 1919 for you, okay? So watch out for that pick a card. But there's change happening. It's already happened. This change is already happening in the 7D. You're getting a lot of communication through your dreams already. So maybe you want to get a dream journal, write down your dreams, especially ones where you're emotionally connected to these dreams. And journal about the emotions that these dreams are bringing up for you as well. Okay, overall what's happening for you right now is a spontaneous awakening and an activation and an initiation. You are being activated. Your emotions and your feelings are connected to your intuition and they're activating you right now. And it's time for integration. It's time for integration. So I feel after August, you're going to be ready to step forward in your truest version of self. You're being activated and awakened, first of all, to getting to know who you truly are so that you can showcase that. And because of that, you're going to be more at peace. You're going to feel more fulfilled. There's something very strong about raising your vibration. And this activation is happening around the last week of March. It's going to start and it's going to come full circle around mid-November. So this is a year for you that is very important when it comes to stepping into that energy where you can live the life that you've dreamed of. But you're going to have to go through all of this. And there is a wish fulfillment coming when it comes to a glow up, okay? And you're going to be grateful for going the natural way. Even though you have been seduced toward other paths or felt the pressure to do it in a less natural way, if it makes sense. The pressure is very real, but don't start a process that could make things worse than they are. If you can do things take longer, but they will yield better results in the long term. So someone needed to hear this. This was your reading, pile number 1. This is what you needed to be aware of. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Yeah. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Save the video if you want to watch it later. Share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. I'm still open for energy healing Zoom on one-on-one. I am doing life purpose reports. All the information you need can find my email in the description box, and I'll send it to you so you are aware of what I am offering at the moment. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Bless you all and see you sometime soon. Bye, till next time. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose the buffalo, this is going to be a reading. This is what you need to be aware of. So you could have Earth in your chart, very strongly Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, South Node, Venus, Mars, Mercury, and also possibly midheaven. So there's something about you being grounded yet connected to the higher realms, being practical yet spiritual. There needs to be a balance here. There's something about stability and steadfastness. There is something about trust and authenticity. So if you feel like you're spending too much time meditating or up in the ethers, or very disconnected from the practical side of life, where you don't want to take care of paperwork, you don't want to be bothered with, cooking, or then you may need to slowly but surely get back to that and ground yourself through cooking, walking around barefoot in nature, or drinking water, connecting with people on a physical level, like meeting up with them rather than using social media, stuff like this. If you are too much in your practical, where you're paying all your attention to practical things, to your money, to your health, to the immediate 3D reality, and you're not paying attention to the callings of your soul, to your intuition, you're in denial, you're going against it, and you're dealing with all these extra practical things that you wouldn't have to deal with should you follow your intuition somewhat, then you need to tap more into your intuition and follow more of a spiritual practice and take care of your spiritual hygiene. So there's a necessity of coming into balance. So if you're trusting too much in the physical and you're not trusting enough in the spiritual, then you need to practice more surrender, especially if you're trying to control things a bit too much. If you're in this energy of fear, trying to control anxiety, depression, everything around you affecting you, it's because you're not in a state of surrender. If the way someone acts toward you or doesn't act toward you is affecting you to the point where it's bringing out fear in you, you need to reassess why you're feeling this way. Why are you so in control? Are you doubting the power of everything that is, the universe, God? And do you feel that you are a victim to what happens around you? Do you feel that you don't have the power over your life or over how things go? Or do you think that if you don't do things a certain way, you will lose control? Okay, so there's a need for surrender for those of you who are too much in the physical. But there is also a need for the practical for those of you who are too much in the energy of surrender and too disconnected from the 3D. So there's a balance here. There's something about challenges, hardships, turmoil, tribulations and trials that you may be going through, but there's a need for you to see this as just a bump in the road and as an opportunity to turn obstacles into stepping stones. This is what you need to focus on, because the more you turn these obstacles into stepping stones, the more you learn, the stronger you become, and the more capable you are of moving forward in a way that is constructive and steadfast. If you're focusing too much on what could negatively impact you or what negative things could happen, you need to change your negative self-talk, thoughts, and words into positive ones. Catch yourself on a negative thought, and when you catch this negative thought, turn it into the opposite, and you have the positive affirmation that you want to then repeat as many times during the day until you feel it as the truth in the present tense. And do it for 7 days, 7 weeks in a row, because it takes 7 weeks to make a habit and to break a habit. And the only way to break the habit of negative self-talk and negative speaking, which are spells that you're casting onto your own life, is by repeating positive affirmation for a long period of time. The only way to substitute a negative thought for a positive one is by thinking positive. There's no other way of tossing a negative thought out the door, okay? Because it means you're still focusing on it. Okay. You could be feeling a little bit restless because of this, of what's going on with you energetically and what you're focusing on. If you're too much in the ethers and too much with your head in the sky, then you may be getting some consequences of the physical life showing up for you and things you need to take care of, okay? All right, so let's open this up a little bit. And now we have power of the divine masculine. The number 10 could be relevant to you. The number 1, something about beginnings, a new chapter in your life, a new phase, an initiation, and closing of a cycle as well. There's something about someone here is very much in their masculine energy, meaning very much in control of the 3D, of money issues, practical issues, and is now opening up, whether you're masculine or feminine born, doesn't matter, but someone here is in the masculine energy of control of the 3D and is now learning to connect to their higher self, to the 7D, to the higher realms, to their intuition. I'm seeing crown chakra activation here. And with this buffalo here, I'm seeing lightning. So I'm seeing a tower moment that could... Now, a tower moment doesn't have to be something negative. It could be that there was an abrupt ending or an abrupt access to information unexpectedly out of the blue, or through a dream or a vision or an epiphany that someone had here that has propelled someone into connecting more with the intuition. So you're either masculine, like men watching this, who are now learning to tap into your intuition, and there could have been a catalyst or a trigger here of a connection to a feminine energy that has pulled you to this energy of wanting to tap into that energy, which is going to be very beneficial for you in the long run. And it's going to actually help you manifest a lot more in the 3D than you might have by just trying to control the 3D, if this makes sense. Now, if you're feminine and it's masculine's energy, you're tapping more into your feminine energy. You're learning to use your intuition to manipulate energy and manifest the reality that you want to see, to create great things, and to understand that everything is connected, and you have a lot more power over the energy that is around you than you are aware of. There's a very empowering energy behind what's going on with you right now. If you've been feeling stagnant or like an analysis paralysis, you're going to be free from confusion. You're going to know which way to go. You're going to become conscious of what action you need to take. It's going to become very clear to you through, it's like an epiphany. Yes, it's going to take discipline and focus, but you're going to stop repeating old patterns. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to become aware of patterns that you've been repeating that have been keeping you from being able to manifest the reality that you truly want. And this epiphany over all these patterns that you've been repeating, and you're going to work to change these patterns and break through into a new way of seeing, thinking, a new way of life altogether. And that is the initiation here. You're going to be feeling more inspired, more energized. And if you've been holding back and not taking action, you're going to start being able to take action, because now you see the path forward a lot clearer. And it's going to be, the next phase is going to be more dream and desire driven with the discipline of before, if this makes sense. You're going to be taking more action when it comes to manifesting your dreams and desires in the physical. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to have more faith because your success is inevitable. You can use this as an affirmation. My success is inevitable. I'm going to be successful. Everything always goes my way. Okay? You're going to push away these beliefs that have been acting as blocks in your progress. Yeah. It seems like you've been overwhelmed by many demands around you, by many challenges or people throwing tasks at you or expecting too much of you. Maybe you've had too many choices, too many options, feeling very confused. And this has been draining you, or people around you have been draining you. But it's like you're pulling back that energy and you're using it in a very powerful way to push you forward. So if you have been dealing with confusion, it's because you've been having all of this input from other sources that are not your own or yourself. And the fact that you're like not listening to this anymore, or you're allowing it to be there without interfering with you, it's going to help you refocus and cut through the confusion. You're going to realize what has been keeping you distracted, and you're going to refuse to be distracted by these things any longer. Because there's someone here or something that has been dissuading you from following your truth, your life purpose. Okay? You're going to be able to discern what is best for you, and you're going to be given the courage to act upon that. What has most meaning for you? What is empowering you? What is taking away your power? If you've been procrastinating, you're going to overcome procrastination, and you're going to substitute procrastination with taking action. So I'm seeing someone here, I'm seeing more than one masculine, like masculine born energy, masculine identified energy here that has been too much in the feminine energy that will now step into their masculine energy. Where masculine energy is about pursuing, taking action. And if you have been in your feminine energy of just waiting for things to come to you, that is going to change. But if you're feminine watching this, this message, the other messages still prevail, okay? There's a fated meeting going on here. And this fated meeting has come up before. And there's something about July 10th, July, the 1st of July, the 7th of July, the 10th of July, or the 7th of October, or the 7th of January. Something about Europe. Okay, I'm seeing Germany, I'm seeing England, or the UK, I'm seeing France, and I am seeing Italy. A meeting will take place here. But the masculine energy needs to take action or will take action, whoever the masculine energy is in these two people. Because I'm seeing two people here that are going to meet. And this is fated, and it's going to happen. There is steadfast energy and planning being taken here. So for those feminines who are waiting for a meeting, it's going to happen. It doesn't have to be in Europe. It doesn't have to be in July, but just know that it's going to happen. The energy is slow, but it's happening. And it's already happening in the 7D. The energy is already moving in the 7D. Someone is manifesting this, and I feel the masculine is manifesting this, and they will follow up with action, with real action. Because someone here is learning to have faith in their dreams and allowing their dreams to have expression rather than just the practical side of life, and turning their dreams actually into their practical life, and understanding that their dreams can be practical. can be lived in a practical sense, in a practical way. But someone here could be taking care of the practicalities before they can move in the 3D. But someone is having more faith and surrendering more to being able to take some form of action. A new beginning is coming, yes, and this is coming right to this card. So a fated meeting is going to spark a new beginning, a new start, this initiation. And something about the number 7, so 7 days, 7 weeks, the 7th, or the month 7, or 7, July. A new start is coming in July, and this has come up in other pick of cards, this number 7 with the fated meeting. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini, so the last week of May is also going to be important here. The last week of May will be significant. So maybe there will be a trip that is booked in May for July, or important communication here. I'm seeing someone here could have Gemini in their chart. A new beginning. A new beginning is happening between the last week of May and the last week of July. Victory, 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is a sense of completion and a victory over obstacles. So succeeding at something. And now I'm seeing a Leo season. So Gemini to Leo season is a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth. A new, steady, long-lasting beginning. A seed that is planted for the future, that is going to be the seed for a very solid, stable foundation for the future, that is going to be very healthy, very prosperous, and long-lasting. For some of you, this could be literally a new project or a child, as in the form of a seed conception or a seed being planted in the ground. For some of you, this could literally be about agriculture, but because we're seeing 2 people here, either these 2 people are coming together for a child or a project, okay? 5 of Air, 5 of Swords. This could create some conflict, either internal mental chatter and mental conflict, or external. So when this fated meeting happens, it's not going to be all rosy, okay? There's going to be stuff coming up to be discussed, and it could end up in some form of argument, but the argument is leading to a stable, solid foundation. It's nothing to worry about. It's almost just like releasing tension to then understand that something solid needs to be built to avoid future tension, if this makes sense. But there's a lot of energy around new moon, and new there. And it may create tension around you, around these 2 people. There may be energies coming up against this meeting or something. But there's a messenger coming through saying that harmony and balance will be restored. There will be lower vibrational energies or people who are not going to understand this because they don't have the capacity to understand the greatness of this meeting and what it means. You may be exchanging messages with this person, but this meeting is going to bring harmony and balance to the lives of these 2 people. And whatever misunderstandings or whatever, yes, misunderstandings or not seeing eye to eye that happened before the meeting, it's like meeting each other will calm everything down and will be the final thing you needed to really come into balance with each other. Okay? A new dawn. I'm seeing a new dawn, a new life after this meeting. Someone who has been procrastinating, who has been slow, will be taking decisive action. and it will lead to a new beginning. Whatever that means for you. Pile number 2, this was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save the video if you want to watch it later. Share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. In the description box as well is my email. If you want to know what services I'm currently offering, such as the Life Purpose Report and Energy Healings one-on-one on Zoom, you can find my email. Email me and I'll send you a list of all my services at the moment. It was a pleasure to read for all of you guys. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, Pile 3. This is your reading. This is what you need to become aware of, or need to be aware of, because you chose the dragonfly. So you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. There's something about a very deep spiritual transformation that is occurring within you. It's not a simple one. This is not your first spiritual awakening or your second. It's not the butterfly energy. It's not as simple as that. This goes beyond. This is like a spiritual ascension, an upgrade, master of utilizing your psychic gifts and expanding on them, having mastery over your mind, not allowing your mind to take too much control over you or your life. It's about seeing clearly, clairvoyance, claircognizance. It's about being joyful in the midst of, even in times where you tend to be pulled down to the negativity of the 3D and the lower dimensions and the lower vibration and the density that is life on the 3D on Earth, but you being able to really step into your light body and really ascend in the sense where you still are able to move around lightly through the density. It could be that recently you felt difficulty concentrating and your mind was very busy. Maybe you were affected by the Mercury retrograde, but not necessarily. It could just be that you felt very unsettled because there was a tendency here to overthinking. It wasn't really getting you anywhere. So now it's almost like you had no other choice but to fully connect to your intuition. There's a need to focus on breath work and taking deep breaths. It's interesting how Pile 1 got the water and a connection to water, and here I see more of a connection to deep breathing. You need to practice deep breathing. It's going to slow your heart rate. It's going to slow your thoughts. It's going to just slow you down. And when you slow down, time also slows down, meaning when you're able to slow down time, you're able to get more done in less time. If your mind is too busy, time is going by quick because you're not centering yourself to the point where you can come up with a solution in a timely manner, if this makes sense. You're changing a lot. And it's almost like you're having this deep look and deep dive into what you're thinking and the quality of your thoughts. Are your thoughts really serving you, or are they working against you? Are what you think, what you're thinking, your thoughts, are they creating blocks in your life, or are they helping you move forward in a constructive way? Are your thoughts positive? Are they negative? Maybe you've been working on reprogramming your mind in a way that is leading you to more constructive way of thinking, more positive way of thinking, one that is raising your vibration. And you are on the right path if you're doing that. It's like information is going to start becoming crystal clear to you because you are slowing down your mind. You are allowing your body to relax as well. And breath work has a lot to do with this, calming the mind, calming your heart rate, so that the light of wisdom can really shine through. There may be a situation that you misjudged at first glance because of where you were coming from energetically. You were perceiving it differently because you were coming from a nervous energy, but it's almost like now you're looking at the same situation from a different perspective, coming from a different place when it comes to your energy, and you are able to see things more clearly, and it's going to make more sense to you as well. Okay. An invitation to connect. Okay, crown chakra energy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The number 19 could be relevant. The number 1. Again, you're stepping into your light body. You may be becoming aware of light language, maybe learning light language, or getting a lot of information downloaded through your crown chakra that is bringing a lot of clarity. So you are a clear channel for clarity and divine information from the higher realms right now. You are being invited to connect more and fully to your psychic gifts and opening your crown chakra to information and downloads wanting to come through for you. You're definitely going through such a level of ascension that's going to make you a clear channel of information to be brought to the lower realms. You're a light worker is what I'm seeing here. You're part of the 144,000. You're here to enlighten others, to guide the way, to bring humanity information from the higher realms, to help humanity move forward. And anyone who's closed-minded may awaken and open up with you, or they may choose to not follow that path at all, and you need to let those people go and do their own and follow their own path, okay? Because they may be fearing the unknown or too much in their fear-based energy. When they're ready, if they want to, they will follow you, because you know the help that you're providing, it's not for who needs it necessarily. People have to want it. It's the same thing as therapy. People may need therapy, but they may not want therapy, if that makes sense. And the way you do your light working, what you're really doing is spreading unconditional love. And you're inviting other people to connect to that source of divine, unconditional, universal love as well. Some people will take the opportunity, others won't, and that's fine. If you're able to help one person out of 100, you've already done a good job. You've already done your fair share. Okay? Your sensory perception is evolving, like claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. You're going to have experience with phenomena that maybe you didn't have before. So be prepared for new experiences of opening your psychic gifts. We have the 6 of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. So there's something about a plan. Someone here could be involved very specifically in maps or architecture. Something about communication. You have an important life purpose that involves communication. This man is focused on the hourglass, like time running out of time, but rolling up his sleeves. So it's like you're rolling up your sleeves. You're being invited to connect. Roll up your sleeves and communicate this in the now. This is the time is now, is what this is saying. But there's something about taking the anxiety and the concern factor out of the equation, because that's not going to help. That's just going to stall things further. You're getting ready to fulfill your light working duties. It's time to step up. There's an opportunity coming your way that you don't want to miss, okay? You want to be ready to identify the opportunity. Could be a project or a personal connection that requires some form of action or even completion here. You may have experienced a few delays, but it's time to take action. The delays are over, is what I'm seeing here. You need to keep going. You need to take action towards something here. Your focus, your effort is needed. Your communication is needed right now. Your contribution. Don't let worry steer you away from your main goal, okay? You still have time. Don't give up now. They're saying whatever you're working on, don't give up now. Keep going. Time is of the essence. You need to keep going. There's still enough time, but time is of the essence. There's a paradox here. It's like any work is work. Just keep going. Don't pressure yourself into thinking you should be doing more. But you need to take action. You need to make a few decisions here, and you need to act upon them. Okay? Wow. Be bold and make the first move. Again, if you are procrastinating on taking some sort of action that you know you need to take, stop procrastinating. Don't let fear get in your way. Trust, surrender. Know that you are being backed by a divine spirit team, by God, by your higher self, your intuition. Don't allow fear and the ego mind, the overthinking, take over. Take deep breaths, but take action. Okay? Your hard work is paying off. So just so you know, those of you working hard, keep going, because your hard work will pay off. Your hard work is actually already paying off. There's a new beginning here for you. Last week of December. May have happened recently, may still happen. Or your hard work will pay off within a year. Or in Capricorn season. Could be now, a year from now, or anywhere in between. Okay, just keep going. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay? So it's closer than you think, or you may have thought. You're almost reaching completion. Stay strong. Keep going. Keep going. Something about August will be important, and the number 8 here. Someone could have Leo in their chart, or Capricorn. Keep going. Stay strong through the challenges, because there will be challenges, there will be competition, there will be people coming up against you, there will be jealousy, there will be energies thrown at you, okay? But you're almost there. Don't give up now, because you're almost there. You're almost there. 10 of Cups. Complete fulfillment. And this is more of the emotional kind of fulfillment. So there's some kind of emotional investment that you're being called into that is directly tied to your spiritual ascension, that may require a few difficult decisions and some hard work, but that will pay off and will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. It's going to put you through trials and struggles and tribulations and challenges, people coming up against you, people fighting up against you. You have to stay strong through this, because you're going to achieve your goal, but it takes courage. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. But if you are, this is leading you toward your happily ever after. You need to keep working on your insecurities, pushing away the fear, transmuting fear, raising your vibration. Connecting to your intuition, trusting your intuition, even if your eyes can't see it. Positive manifestation, positive affirmations, positive assumptions of self-concept. Who are you? What are you capable of? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you assume is possible for you? What do you assume is not possible for you? What do you want to assume? What do you want to create? If you want to create something, you need to start assuming accordingly. Assuming the universe is a good place, assuming God is good, assuming the universe is conspiring to push you and to help you and to give to you and to bless you, assuming that everything always goes your way, assuming that life will be good to you. Life is good to you, assuming that you're capable, you're strong, you're beautiful, you are divine, and you can manifest and co-create the life that you want. Anything from physical to spiritual to mental to emotional, you can create this, because you're co-creating with the higher realms. But you need to open. You're being invited to connect to the higher realms, to surrender that to the fact that you're not doing this all on your own, and to be strong through the trials and tribulations and challenges, because you're going to get there. But the main challenge may be within yourself, with your fears, that are weakening you. So if you can transmute those fears into joy, into love, into courage, into strength, there's something around your solar plexus chakra. There's something about a sense of not feeling worthy, not having the self-confidence, not feeling strong enough. But you are. And the way you can strengthen this is by raising your vibration from fear to love to joy. Where there is joy and love, there cannot be fear. Where there is fear, there cannot be joy and love. You cannot experience these two at the same time because they're on opposites of the spectrum. Lower vibration, higher vibration, fear, love, joy. If you're here, you cannot be here at the same time. You can be here and there and here and there and here and there, but you can't be in both at the same time because they're just completely different things on different ends of the spectrum. If you want to get up here, it takes brave action steps. But for you to take those brave action steps and have the courage, you need to feel strong. How do you strengthen? Negative mindset, transmute it to positive mindset. How do you do that? Negative self-talk, turn it into positive self-talk. How do you do that? Negative affirmation you're saying or thinking, catch yourself. What does the opposite of that look like? I'm not capable. I am capable. I'm weak. I'm strong. I'm afraid. I'm joyful. I'm in fear. I'm in love. Fear drives me. Love drives me. Okay? For example, there are tons of positive affirmations. We have lost lands, soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. It's like you're returning and reclaiming your power. You're returning to experiences you already had, either in this life or past lives, that you remember. Your memory, your soul is going to remind you of something. Your gifts, you will be reminded of your gifts. You will be reminded of the gift that you have to manifest a different reality, to raise your vibration, to live a different life. Any work you put toward reprogramming your mind is going to pay off. You've done it before, you're going to do it again. You're going to reach that level of emotional fulfillment. You are strong enough. You are bold. You are brave. You are courageous. You are worthy. You are confident. You can do this. You are love. You are joy. So just do it. Just be it. You're a lot closer to achieving this goal than you think. Okay? Pile 3, that was your reading. Very straightforward. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save this video if you want to watch it later. Share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. And if you're wondering what services I'm currently offering, from energy healing sessions one-on-one to life purpose reports based on your astrological tropical chart, then you can find my email in the description box. Ask me all about my service and I'll send you the list. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.